Hello and what's up YouTube? We are here with a standard special, our first in a series of videos. This is episode 1, where we're going to show you some cool stuff that people have done in Standard League, or cool items that people own in Standard League, or cool achievements that you can get in Standard League. Yes, you can play Path of Exile outside of a league or outside of a challenge league. Standard League is where everything goes. It's where when a league wraps up and a new content patch is coming out, or a new race is happening, or a flashback league is ending, everything migrates over to Standard League. And so a lot of people have saved up a lot of wealth in Standard League because it simply rolls over. Everything eventually accumulates. You might say that Standard is the Gettysburg of Path of Exile. All roads lead to Standard, as it were, for all of you that are Civil War buffs out there. But all roads lead to Standard. So today we're going to be looking in our first episode at Mirrors of Kalandra, specifically at a mirror service that one Path of Exile very famous player has put together. A Mirror of Kalandra, what is it? So here, let's check it out. A Mirror of Kalandra creates a mirrored copy of an item. So you right-click on this item and then left-click on an equipable, non-unique item to apply it. Mirrored copies cannot be modified. And there you go. You can stack the mirrors as well. So a Mirror of Kalandra essentially duplicates or creates a second item of another item, which is great. This means that players that are very, very wealthy in Standard, that have some of the top tier, like we're talking multiple tier 1 rolls on items and multiple desired prefixes and suffixes on items, stats that you're looking for, will save those items and put them up on trade for a mirror service. So what is a mirror service? Let's go ahead and take a look at Ahfack and his mirror service. So here's his mirror service thread. Ahfack has had this thread up since October 5 of 2013, so almost it'll be 6 years old next year, I guess. I guess it's 5 years old this year. But I can't do math. So anyway, so there's Ahfack, and here's his mirror service. Let's take a look at what exactly this looks like. This is also the divination card right here that Ahfack put together for the upcoming 3.3 release. So mirror service is where you go to someone else's hideout and you hand them both a Mirror of Kalandra as well as whatever their service fee is. Okay, so for Ahfack, he's got standard service fees of 110 exalted and then 60 exalted. And if you come onto his forum thread and actually vouch and say, hey, look, this was a great time and this was a great experience and I got the item that I wanted, if you vouch for him, then he'll actually give you 40 exalted off of the 110 price, so that drops down to 70 exalts, quite a bit of savings there, and he'll give you 20x off of a 60x service. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of his top time mirror fees, the prices on his various items that he's sold. So he sold a couple of different items. Here's a DPS amulet 17 times. Here's another pure DPS amulet 14 times. A crit life amulet 15 times. And then there's this ring, which he's copied 59 times. There are 59 copies of this life multi-ring out there in Path of Exile Standard. So this is what a mirror service looks like. Let's go ahead and take a look. Here are some GIFs that illustrate to you. He takes the item that you want duplicated using a Mirror of Kalandra, and he right-clicks and applies it with the Mirror of Kalandra that you have provided, and boom, there you go. You've got a copy of the item that he had. Now, it's mirrored. It can't be changed. You can't change the sockets. You can't corrupt it. You can't do anything with it. It's been mirrored. You can't touch it. So, for instance, many of us, whenever we've seen a mirrored item, chances are it's come out of a strong box, or somebody's dropped a mirror item, a monster has dropped a mirrored item. But mirror items cannot be changed. They cannot be altered in any way. So let's take a look really quick in our next video at some of the different gear that he's actually mirrored. But really quick, just as a teaser from this video, here are the #1 life damage amulet. It's just utterly ridiculous. So take a look at this thing. It's got 16 to all attributes, which is tier 1. It's got 17 to 30 physical damage to attack. It's got 13% increased attack speed, 34% to global critical strike multiplier. That's bigger than the 30% nodes like on the passive tree. 79 to maximum life, gain 13% of non-chaos damage as extra chaos damage, and then 27% increased global critical strike chance. Is that something that you'd want on your attack character? Because, boy, I know I could use that. The buyout is, of course, 1 mirror, and then the fee is 130 exalted, which he'll knock off 40 exalted if you come and vouch. And he's made 17 copies of this. So go ahead and stay tuned. Click on our next video where we'll take a look at some more of these awesome endgame items that are mirror-worthy here from Ahfack's mirror guide. But stay tuned for more of our standard specials where we break down items and cool, awesome things that people have in standard. Did you know you can play PoE in Standard? It's amazing. What do you have that's awesome in Standard? Do you have any legacy gear? Let us know in the comments down below. And, of course, keep watching for more awesome Standard special content.